we'll not hear an Irish lad clicking into something in the background until we turn the mic on. No, there we go. He's just turned the mic on. Right. I need to get a wee bit of a feel for this again. And his first couple of his. In fact, before we do that shit, let's change that library. What other ones was it we had it the other day? I think we only got two. Oh, we got two. But we'll try that one today. What is there coming up today as well, just in case we're tempted? I don't feel like we're going to do it. Bronze Hatch, dodgy, GR3, hard powers. I think I'll have more fun just trying to grind DR, you know. That's not today, that's yesterday. But what are you on Saturday? Doesn't really tickle my fancy either. More of a grind on Saturday maybe. What was on Saturday on this? Not much bit there. Again, one that I don't know, so this could be a daily race week. Right. I wonder should I go into qualifying but pick that and see if I can improve my qualifying anymore. I've heard a couple of people saying about how to save this here boost. I very much doubt, but when 5 minutes we'll even get within a second of what our pace was in that other car. We did spend about 10 minutes in this car as well trying to get the fast lap. Ricky Gray, hello mate, nice to see you. And hello JJ, watched your race here the other day and you nailed it. Thank you. Rocky Gray, sorry, I'm not sure what one it was. We had a couple of wee nervous goes the other day just because we knew we were getting on the day, and this is a good track for us to try and improve our DR. The first 2 or 3 races will be a wee bit dodgy, but if we finish around about, as long as we don't get any ridiculous last places and crappy Gran Turismo penalty systems putting us into split lobbies and stuff, if we just have 2 or 3 clean races, it should be a track that we're after 2 or 3 races, and I've got the feel of the car. We should be able to definitely improve. What am I doing here? Right, I was told, and I haven't tried it. Apparently you make more boost when you're all to the rear on your brake balance. It creates more hybrid boost, so I wanted to try that because I was hanging my key on my lap. I was ahead of Key in the first sector of his Ghost whenever he was at the top of the leaderboard, and his acceleration on the way out of the final corner ate and shit me, and on the way out of, the big left-hander with a wall running around it, he just pulled away from me. Right, and he also said he does this. He says he's going here with the brakes on or something and keeping it up, and then starting to go about here. Not that that's gonna help me nail this first lap. We'll drive this up the wall in the first corner probably. And I watched Tisney's video there this morning as well, and he said about in the race car as well, he still drove it all to the rear just to generate a bit more of the boost. And lifting and coasting helps regenerate it as well. I originally thought it was just all on the brakes. Although this right here is the shite bit about these hybrid cars, because now you can't go and try to beat that lap. What was that, even a mile off the pace? Now you have to go back and start again. Mr. Raider, hello mate, how's you? Nice to see you. Alex Sony last night, and he was coasting 50 mil before the braking zone, or 50 meters before the braking zone. Yeah, I noticed that about Tiz in his video, which is maybe why we were actually doing pretty good, because it's a fuel saver. So that is what we were doing, not, I mean, to generate more boost. We were just trying to fuel save. Even whenever we are pushing on a one-stop strategy, you still, if you're stuck behind people, you might as well fuel save when you can. It'll be a shorter pit stop. So that's probably been helping us, because that's just naturally how we were driving. I don't even want to. It was a decent lap I've got for myself. We'll end up jumping in this or car and not having a clue what's going on. It'll be harder the day as well. More people. What is the overall rankings like now? They're bound to be all into the 25s now. They are indeed. That's close for the top 10. 25.2 to 25.5. Mr. Ryan. Although all in the R18 again, and our lap was in that R car. Yeah. We spent about an hour in that car, and then we went and looked at the times and realised that in qualifying everyone was using the R car. But we didn't spend much more than 10-15 minutes. Oh, Scottie, we are catching PG, and they are. Oh, we don't even think about him. We prefer not to even be in his lobbies. Hopefully he'll have a crap race at the exact same time we have a good race, and we'll totally bypass him. You're up to 55k, JJ. Well done, sir. Oh, I've just lit the fire, and not take too long for a bit of heat, hopefully. Have you been doing this one, JJ? Has this been the daily race that you've been enjoying, or? I've done a quick quali there the other day. I bounced in, I was bored, and I've done a quick wee qualifying lap in the minis at Goodwood. But yeah, them, I would need to spend a good half hour, 40 minutes on that as well, just to... I thought I nailed the lap, and it was a 140, and I thought I nailed it. That was before I looked at any times or anything, and then I went and looked to see what the top times were, and I was like, how the fuck are they doing that there? But yeah, I think he ended up getting down to I don't know, I want to say 39, a low 39. No, not today, mate. I'm just going to grind DR. I've been waiting for a daily race that I like and I'm competitive in. I mean, so as I can try and improve my DR rating. And then when I do, I mean, pick or choose FIA races, I would like much better lobbies than what I'm in at the moment. We're not good enough just to bounce into any race. If we want to, I'd prefer to be in the most competitive lobbies that I can be, because it'll be more intense and all racing with faster guys in the race. And then instead of doing all the FIAs, I'll pick and choose what ones and try and do a proper practice and stuff. And has the strategy been changing any in this year? I had more fun doing a one-stopper, because have they all been starting to go for the no-stopper? I think it's very close between them. Oh, I'm cold too, I'm all tense. It's not a good thing. My shoulders is fucking shivering a bit. Let's try and drive this all to the rear now and see. In Tidge's video he did say it's a wee bit slidey in qualifying, he says, but with a fuel load and stuff on in the race it's still pretty easy to drive. It doesn't really handle any difference. Right, let's start with a full 5 to the rear. Oops. Don't want to do it like that. Very easy, just for see that wee slide there, the way it starts, and then it just keeps going. I'll be lucky if I get away without spinning or having an incident in the first race. I'll be over the moon. That's what Tidge said, and Tidge knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about. apparently that's, the more you go to the rear, the more it generates the hybrid. And he said now it was a bit slidey in qualifying, and this is basically qualifying what I'm in now. So if I get the feel of it being slidey here, then in the race I'll be even more careful and expecting to be slidey. And he says it handles a lot better in the race with fuel load on, even when you are at 5 to the rear. That there, see that wee tiny slide, sometimes that just keeps going on you. That happened to me the other day in the first lap, I think, on that corner, and we went from second to last, and then we ended up I think up in sixth, I want to say, maybe even better, I'm not sure. It was a badass race. Apart from that there, our first attempt at pushing and doing a pit stop. Oh. And again, I'm miscounting them gears every now and again coming down there. I'm not counting them. Your memory has an amount of clicks. You click down, and every now and again I keep dropping into first in that one, not even realising what gear I'm in. Might as well start it again. steer. Should not good in that one. I'm telling you, if we survive the first one, the first one's going to be nervous. Alright, Tom, as you mate. We'll try it, we might as well get it out of the way. We'll just put it back to 3 at the rear. There's a good chance of us fucking up, no matter what it is, because it's the first race. All good, Tom. How's you, mate? Did you head back to work again, or how did that stuff go? You've no pace this morning. It'll come to you, JJ. And yeah, anytime I do daily races, even when it's a good daily race that I like, when you get into it on Monday, it's easy on Monday because you've got qualifying and maybe your first race is nervous. But then if you miss a couple of days and come back to it, the next time you come back to it, everyone else has already been practicing and have a field date. These first 2 or 3 will definitely be nervous ones for me if I can just survive them without losing a shitload of DR. Then hopefully the comfort zone will start to be got into in the feel of the car and how it's handling and then first few corners and stuff. You definitely need to get into the flow. The first couple's always the hardest. And our qualifying time, which was starting as reasonably good, it wouldn't surprise me now if the time that we've got, we'll be lucky to start in the top 10 now of a lot of the races, I would say. Oh, come on, get a bit of heat in these, son. So JJ, talk to me. Tell me what's been happening with you. Have you been gaining DR by doing this race? What has everybody decided the best strategy is over the last couple of days? Are they all doing a pit stop now, or is it still mixed? I'm not sure what is the best. I know I have a lot more pace. Third, JJ's in the house. Good luck, sir. Don't know anyone else that I notice. But yeah, it's everyone. It's starting to do a no stopper. You're starting to find it's the no stopper that's it's still a mixed bag. That's good. I'm gonna go for the pit stop. We'll save fuel when we can, but we'll have to do a pit stop at some point. Good luck, gentlemen. I'm getting scared of that. You know something? We're going to go 3 to the rear, and then we'll maybe change that shit. And we can get it on the fuel now. Any chance of a private chat? Yes, Tom. Oh, no problem, mate. Yes, no problem. Oh, I mean, sure, we'll get. I mean, before we do the race later. What is it? Whatever race we're doing later. Open. Oh my goodness. Apologies. Open a wee chat and invite me in first before we get all the rest of the lads in. The guy on pole last, and look at that, that didn't even fucking stay there. Let's change that to 3 to the rear. Good luck, JJ, good luck, sir. Oh, this is a nervous first one. Easy, son. Oh. Yeah, we're not getting those braking zones right with a heavier car in this first one. This first one all about surviving it. Be gentle, comrade. Alright, comrade, let's go. Take me now, sir. You've clearly got a bit more speed. Let's climb aboard the rocket launcher. Let's get those hazards on for the man. Take it off me, sir. You know you want it. Clearly got the speed. There you go. We'll lift, make it very clear. Let him come back out and hit the racing line if he so desires. Don't go anywhere too fast. Don't be going places without me, mate. Get back here. This wee corner here is fucking nervous one on the brakes. till the flow of it starts coming. That's where you make a lot of your time once you get consistent in that corner. That was one of my last ones. 4 days to get consistent. All about that half braking at the end. Well, he's taking me away from the guys behind. Surely he's pushing rather than fuel saving. If he does a no stopper, I'll be surprised. Starting to flow. He said right before the incident. No problem, Tom, no problem. The leader's clearly a lot more pace. It won't surprise me if the leader just did a no stopper. But hopefully we're still in the race with this guy and he's on the same strategy as us. Just missing the flow at the moment. We're close to it. We're just a wee bit off in the braking zones and entries and exits. Me? No, he's back there. He's back. He's still on. How the fuck it's not me that is about to lag out? He's fucking game time on us after that, huh? He loaded us into a false sense of security. Where's dodgy internet? We started cruising for a couple of corners thinking, right, nice comfortable second place for us. But no, and Mr. Raider is on his way back to us as well. Let me check to see what number we are on the car. What are we? We're number 3. And hopefully top 5s. More often than not throughout the day will improve us. Internet connection not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. What the fuck is that? Are we not on a live stream now? Are we not broadcasting the gameplay? Maybe my YouTube stream and everything's about to fuck up on me here. What are we doing? We're losing pace. Thinking about our